fuck out of here. So what, because he's crazy, that means he can't tell the truth? He's been crazy.
Jaguar Wright has been disclosing some really sinister information for some time. She has made comments regarding Diddy, but the most recent revelation puts a twist on everything.
He didn't have the best record. If she died from natural complications, why are you defensive as a physician? You know, and then he had said in one of—
It seems like Diddy still has Kanye West in her sight.
I think he's insane. I think he might be struggling with a little buyer's remorse, because he did buy into the game. That's why.
And that he was insane when he walked up on stage and _ took that _ off a _ and that he was a member of the Diddy freak-offs. Oh, Taylor Swift, remember that Kanye West has been publicly exposing the negative aspects of the music industry. Recently, we've even witnessed Kanye and Jaguar come to the same conclusion.
He's been crazy. He was crazy when he went up on that stage and fucking stripped that shit off of fucking Taylor Swift.
Jaguar has been very outspoken about her experiences with the shadowy side of the industry that frequently lurks in the background. She has a reputation for making bold statements and has not shied away from criticizing prominent figures. In her criticism of Kanye West, for example, she implied that she thought the rapper was just trying to follow her own path and wasn't as insane as some others might have thought.
He's doing the same thing I did 2 years ago. It's just he's Kanye West, you know, so it's like relentless. I was like, yeah.
P.O., and to add to her words, she talked of how everyone seemed to be attacking Kanye right after he had decided to reveal their truths. He can't say anything, you have all talked about him. He didn't talk back, and now when he does, you all call him sick. He just keeps moving. But when he starts saying, oh my God, you know he's ill, you know he's now, all this is interesting, because then she seemed to now have turned against Kanye. She now seems to suggest that Kanye was caught up in the same system that she accuses Diddy of perpetuating. Recently, Jaguar's stance on Kanye
keeps moving. But when he starts saying, oh my God, you know he's ill. You know, he's
appears to have shifted. She has made a new revelation stating Kanye was going to their parties. He was there only, now he's trying to twist it, but we all know he was there. Well, it's clear now that she believes Kanye was more involved in Diddy's alleged activities than she previously indicated. This marks quite an interesting turn in her narrative, as she now implicates Kanye as being among those she refers to as Diddy freak-offs. Just now he is trying to come clean. But he wasn't left out. I mean, sure, he might be doing the right thing, but let's not forget it started with him in the picture too. It's a strong accusation, and one that adds a new layer to the ongoing discourse surrounding Diddy and his alleged actions in the field of music.
What's up? Check this out, y'all. I am not about to be addressing every last thing that's going on in the world on the internet.
It's best to go back to the times when Diddy and Kanye West were the quintessential hip-hop power couple. Well, not a couple exactly, but you get the idea of their mutually abusive collaborations, when everything was sunshine and good vibes. But hold on, because things got messier than a spilled cup of juice at a Kardashian launch. Diddy and Kanye have a long history of sharing beats and demonstrating their intense love for one another. But rumors began to circulate about a change in which Kanye became close to Diddy's ex Kim K. And let's just say that Diddy wasn't exactly giving them anniversary gifts. We don't blame Diddy. The couple's relationship was turbulent throughout. Perhaps there was a power struggle, or perhaps there was just bad blood brewing. But after a contentious post, things took a sharp turn for the worse. At this point, Kanye began phoning people online and accused them of manipulating his money and using him as a pawn for some enigmatic Jewish authorities. The drama reached a peak on reality TV when Kanye revealed their private text messages on Instagram. Seriously, some things are best left to read. And Diddy, who never backs down from a fight, responded with his own criticisms, focusing especially on Kanye's famous White Lives Matter shirts. This public exposure of dirty laundry fueled the fire and left everyone wondering if they'd ever be friends with benefits again, according to Jaguar. This is when the story really starts to become intriguing. We all recall that Kim K was allegedly introduced to Diddy for reasons other than business, and that Kim K was even taking part in the Diddy freak-offs. It has also been reported that this relationship between Kim K and Diddy was a contributing factor in Kim K's breakup with Kanye. Now, how precisely is your wife going to attend such parties without you around? Yes, you're on the right PA path. It could be that Kanye and Diddy were actually having naughty freak-offs, but when Kim K entered the picture, Kanye West couldn't hold it, which is why the divorce happened. It was also at this time that we saw Kanye going off against all music moguls, including Diddy, according to Jaguar. Kanye was also present at these times and even made the allegations that Kim K had been having nasty parties with Diddy and recording them. Here are all the pieces of the jigsaw. She doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, and she's maintaining a decent record of everything that's happening right now. Speaking of records, Jaguar Wright isn't stopping here. She's essentially given Diddy every kind of fame imaginable. Aspiring artists are allegedly forced to go through a terrifying initiation process run by Diddy, who Jaguar claims is essentially the Darth Vader of the music industry. We're talking about forced intimacy, where black men are used like twist keys to keep people under constant pressure to use drugs like candy at raves and good old-fashioned violence to keep everyone in line. Wright paints a terrifying picture of an industry that preys on the weak, which is enough to make anyone wonder what price fame is willing to pay. But wait, there's more. Wright makes the shocking discovery that Diddy was involved in his ex-girlfriend Kim Porter's death. This is a serious accusation that casts serious doubt on Diddy's past and leaves many questions unanswered. Wright also made some quite unsettling suggestions. The allegations that Diddy forced his other ex-girlfriend Cassie to hire a lawyer, write a book, and expose everything are not ending there. She is also making serious accusations against the media and the Me Too movement, claiming that they are all involved in a massive plot to protect Diddy's precious reputation. According to Jaguar, the movement is not providing any support and is simply turning a blind eye. These are serious questions about rights that are raised, and they suggest that there may be a blind spot in the fight for justice. Apparently, Wright claims that employing your employees and associates isn't just about loyalty. Rather, it's about alleged coercion and exploitation. She claims that Diddy forces them to perform well. Wright claims that Diddy utilizes his private aircraft for young passengers, treating them like a twisted version of Uber. Well, you already filled it for yourself. And yes, it is precisely what's unlawful when it comes to using it on minors, even boys, as it is with Usher and Baver. Wright doesn't stop there, however. She even goes so far as to criticize singer Christopher Williams, who you probably know from the popular song I'm Dreaming, alleging that he supposedly exchanged personal favors for a record contract with Diddy. It seems like Diddy's record company has some kind of secret special services. Clause written in the finest, most invisible font size. But how does Diddy get away with all this alleged awfulness? Well, according to Wright, it's because he's got the industry on a leash. She's pointing fingers at Diddy's mentor Clive Davis, another star in the world of music, suggesting he's the ultimate key master, unlocking doors of opportunity for Diddy while keeping his secrets buried deeper than a forgotten ringtone on an old flip phone. And speaking of buried secrets, Wright is hinting that Diddy might be like a real-life well-talk of a person who ends lives snapping his fingers and causing a mysterious string of deaths around him. She specifically mentions 3 people from Diddy's old label dying under strange circumstances. Coincidence? Or is Diddy the Grim Reaper in a tracksuit? Well, we can't be sure yet. Now, here's the thing. Diddy denies all this, and there's no evidence according to the public eye to back up his claims. But with all that we know, we can't doubt it. And when Kanye gets in the picture, well, let's just say that things are about to get really hot. We can be sure of one thing, though. Cassie seems to have gotten out of whatever situation she was in with Diddy, and according to Wright, she was living large before things went sour. Who knows what that means? But hey, at least she's allegedly not getting paid $500,000 a month anymore. Well, you know, at this point, maybe Diddy and other musicians like Kanye should invest in some extra security for his private jets. We now have a taste of something here that suggests Kanye may not be the savior we all thought he was. And perhaps all this exposure he's doing on Diddy could be his way of trying to drive attention away from himself. What are your thoughts on this, though? Share them in the comment section below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more intriguing updates. Hire a new image consultant with a crisis management specialty and hope this whole thing blows over faster than a bad case of see you in the next one.